How to use commanding shout correctly. This ability is OP as hell. So, shout has two main uses plus a bonus one. So the first use is that you're going to use it to engage on the enemy team. This is where you're going to be sitting on a corner, and then when an opportunity opens up, you're going to use shout to go in and engage on people and try and get some kills. Or number two, you're going to use it to disengage. So same thing, we're going to be we're going to be holding a corner, but maybe the enemy team pushes us like too much, and then we have to back out. And if things get too dangerous and we can't just get out on our own, we can use our shout to disengage because we have the speed and the health to get out of danger. And kind of like a third use you can do is if you find that your teammate is like in trouble or that they're like engaging and you can go in and help them, use your shouts. Like if your teammate's getting dove or just like attacked, you shout to give them health, movement speed, and then you can help like kill you can help kill the enemy. Or if like your teammate is engaging, you can kind of use shout to go in with them, but then that just goes in with with engaging. So really, it's gonna be like if your teammate is getting dove or they're gonna die, try and use shout to help them. It doesn't work all the time, but you know it helps. So when our shout is on cooldown, as in we've just used our shout, we really want to play corners, distance, and cover because without shout you're very vulnerable. You can get run over very easily because you're running like 500 health compared to the other tanks. You have no armor, no shields. So if you have no shout, you need to discipline yourself to play like corners, distance, and cover because this is what's going to keep you alive until you get your shout back. But that doesn't mean you like do nothing. Like you still have uptime and you still shoot, but it just means you can't go in as aggressively or you can't play as close as you want because you just don't have shout and you need to be careful. Quickly, quick plug. If you want coaching from me, check out the link in the description. I'm currently going to be making an Alari guide. It should be out either today or tomorrow. And if you are a Queen player, I'm going to be working on a Queen guide next. So check out the link in the description if you want coaching. So, engaging. Like I mentioned earlier, you want to go in when you have an advantage. What is an advantage exactly? Well, it's just something that tilts the fight in your favor. So that could be a person with no cooldowns. So like an Ashe with no coach, a soldier with no slide. You can use shout to go in on that. A person who is isolated. So maybe there's someone who's a bit too far forward and then you can just kill them. Someone who's out of position. So again, someone who is playing too close to you. Say like a widow, she's playing too close to you and you can use shout to engage on her. Stuff like that. Or if someone's just low, you can just go in on them because obviously like you can just use shout and you just have such a big advantage over them. Or if just like the rest of your team is going in and you see that, then you can just go in with them. But how do we make these advantages? Well, we're going to use our knife and our carnage to make these happen. You know, we're going to use our knife and we're going to use our carnage to do damage, pull people, so that we can make these things happen. Obviously, like we're going to use our shotgun as well to do damage because these things don't just happen out of nowhere. Someone has to force them to happen, and because you can't trust your team to do anything, you have to make this happen. So you know we're gonna use our knife on our sojourn, pull her, she slides, then we use our shout to go in. Oh, there's a soldier too far forward. We can knife him and then carnage him, and then he tries to run away. Then we use shout to go on him because now we have an advantage. Basically, we want to use shout to capitalize on advantages. Mostly, we don't want to just use shout at the start of the fight because then the enemies can just back up because they're not out of position because they have cooldowns. They're not isolated. They can just back up, wait for shout to be over, and then they go in when you have no cooldowns, which is like the crux of playing tank. You 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 use your like smaller cooldowns, your like not as long cooldowns to force out enemy cooldowns, and then when the enemies have no cooldowns, you then use your big cooldowns, aka shout, to go in. To disengage, it's pretty simple. When you feel like things are getting too dangerous, like you're losing too much health, maybe you're down a teammate, or like you're isolated or something like that, you just use shout, disengage because you're very fast. You get extra health, and you're gonna be very hard to kill. Especially as you're disengaging, you're probably gonna be able to get cover and more distance, stuff like that. So you're probably gonna be able to live. I'd say this happens a little less often than engaging because you want to be trying to get aggressive. But it is important to understand when you need to disengage because obviously like if you stay in all the time, then that's how you're gonna die. And helping teammates, like I said, this doesn't really happen a lot, but you know, sometimes you can shout your teammates to try and help them out. Anna's getting dove, shout, and then go like peeling basically. Or if like you're engaging, no, or like let's say we have like a Genji engaging, you see him going on the back line, they're all distracted. You shout in, help him, you kill the whole team. Let's go. Okay, now I'm going to show you a bunch of videos just going over some examples, and then I'm going to get into a game and demonstrate how I use shout myself. Okay, so in this first clip, pretty simple. I see Sojourn, I'm going to throw my knife at her, and then I pull her in, and then I'm going to assume she just had no slide or something because she didn't move. Yeah, I knifed her, pulled her in, and then when I saw she was low HP, like kind of like closer to me, I used shout to go in. Now it helps that my Wu Yang was there and he hit the wave on her, but the same thing would happen anyway. Because I pulled her in, now she's out of position, and then I can just shout on her and kill her. So here, I'm sitting behind this barrier, and I'm just kind of waiting because like my whole team's dying, right? But then I see Wu Yang is like really close to me, and I've got my Carnage and my shout. So I walk on him because he's out of position. But why is he out of position? Because like his team is with him. Well, he's out of position because he's too close to me. Because I don't think he knew I was there. So I'm able to walk out, and then to be honest, I hit a pretty good headshot. It chunks half his health. But then I just hit the shot, I Carnage, I shout, I just use all my cooldowns to engage on this guy, and then I kill him. Now, I do die after here, but I actually did win this game. I think I'm going to show the scoreboard later. But yeah, I just use shout to engage on a guy who was close to me. Pretty simple. This one's a bit of a long one. So, we see Cass go on the right side, and I know he's going I know he's going there as well. So I walk on him, because he's isolated now, and then I just shout engage. And it helped that I had the Wu Yang ult, but I would have done the same thing anyway, right? I saw Cass going on the right. I didn't see any of his team come through the door. So I know he's going to be isolated up here. So what do? Well, I'm just going to walk on him because I know he's isolated. I have my cooldowns because I didn't waste them. And then I'm able to just walk on him. And plus, now he has no cooldowns, so he's an easy kill. He has no roll, so he can't disengage. Just Carnage, shout, kill him. Boom. I probably didn't even need the shout, but you know, it's just good to kind of just use it. Like I would rather you use an ability correctly, but maybe it's like kind of a waste like that. But like getting the reps in is really important because then you're like conditioning yourself to play good and correctly. Even if it wasn't very necessary, it doesn't really matter. Okay, anyway. First check out the sick knife. Boom. I mean, am I cracked or am I cracked? I don't fucking know. Anyway. Right, now we're looking at disengage clip. So this is when I'm going to use shut to get out, not to go in. Okay, so this clip is really stupid. I can't forget about it. But basically, we see the hog hooks here. So I know I can't really be stopped because who do they have? Like they have like nade, maybe like nade, and maybe wave can stop me, right? So now I know I can kind of walk in because they have no hook. I don't use shout because it's not a guaranteed like win here because they have cooldowns, they're playing close together. You know, like they're not killable, but I can walk in to try and force out some cooldowns. So I walk in, but then I get whole hogged. So then I use shout to try and live, and I get whatever this ult's called. Wu Yang ults me, and because I shout, because I saved it, I was actually able to live. I'm pretty sure I would have died if I didn't have shout. So it's not disengaging because I couldn't, because I got put into a corner. But I saved it for a moment where I could use it to help myself live. Next clip. Alright. Pretty simple. So I don't know if I'm going to have like context. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to have context. So what happened is I ulted and then I ended up behind them. And my team backed up because they got pushed or something. I don't know. And I had a shout. And then I get sorry, I'm sorry. I had a shout, so I know that I can disengage if I need to, and I need to because the Reaper is pushing me, so I just get out. That's it. I use shout to get out, reset, and then we go back into the fight. Okay, this clip is... So, I've already used shout, like, previously. But then I get low, I get hooked. So I shout, because obviously I'm low. And then you see me kind of back up. But then I kind of see that I can go back in. Because they have no Suzu, they have no hook. So I can't, like, yeah, I'm low HP. But I'm probably not going to die. So I get out quickly, thinking I'm going to die. But then I go back in, because I can actually go in and kill people. And then I kill the carry, and then the hog gets forced out, and we kill him. So I briefly disengage. I don't fully disengage. You know, I shout, I walk back a little bit. But then after they use Suzu, I know I can go back in. Why do I know I can go back in? Well, because it's like a 2v4. And I know I've got my supports behind me, so I know they can heal me. So I just walk forward. And then this is a clip of me helping a teammate. So Anna's getting pushed by Mercy and Trey. I have shout. So I just use shout to try and help Anna live. Now, I don't think we win this fight because I whiffed all my shots. But I'm using my shout to help people. Oh, yes. Okay. I actually completely forgot. I put this in there. So, JQ has a minor perk, which is this one, where basically when you use your ult, all of your cooldowns get reset. This is so fucking broken because it means you can fully hard engage without even having an advantage. You can use your knife, carnage, and shout. So you can hard engage on someone, force out a bunch of cooldowns because you're fully just hard, like, because you're hard engaging, right? And then you ult. They're now affected by ult, which they can't deal with because they've just used cooldowns to deal with your engage. And then after you like come out of the dash, you get your cooldowns back, and then you can just choose whether or not you want to use shout. But you can probably use shout to engage even further because now they have no cooldowns and they're antied and they're taking damage. It's so OP. I'm really gonna show you in a game I'm gonna play. It's so good. It really helps you just like shout more. Because it literally gives you 2 free shouts. It's ridiculous. Anyway, now I'm gonna go into a game and I'm gonna demonstrate how I use shout. Quickly, before I get to the game, let me show you what I mean, right? So I'm pretty hard engaged, and now look, I do get nanoed here, so like it does help. But look, I'm able to use my knife, use my carnage, use my shout. I force out a bunch of cooldowns. I'm forcing out like Wave, Suzu. So now they have no cooldowns to counteract my ult. And you think, oh, I mean, it doesn't really matter because now I don't have cooldowns. But nope. So I use all my cooldowns to force out all their cooldowns. Then I ult. They can't do anything about the ult because I have no cooldowns. And then I come out of the ult and I've got my cooldown. Like, what? And then this is the other clip, right? Because you can just ult, like use cooldowns, ult, and then if things are still going bad, you can just use your shout to disengage. Like, it's crazy. Like this perk is so unbelievably good. It is unreal. Like, the other minor perk is good, like, where it reloads your gun. And, like, you would just pick that if you like it. Like, I don't think there's any downsides to the perk. But I think this ult perk is just super strong. Plus, you're unstoppable, so you can't even get, like, stunned out of the ult. It's so good. It really is just insane. Okay, so I low-key got Gibraltar, so this is like a really difficult map. But you're going to see how I use my shout effectively to get the most amount of value possible. I have not played Queen. I don't know if I've played Queen on this map in like months. So this is going to be an interesting game. And I'm doing it 5v5 because one, it's going to be a little easier to showcase because it's a bit simpler. And two, I keep seeing people want the 5v5 tank, so I'm going to do it. I don't know what rank I'm in. I think I'm like Diamond 1, I don't fucking remember. Now, I'm only going to be focusing on my shout usage this game, so don't expect any amazing things. So, Doom's in, I just engage. So, it's pretty simple. Doom's in, I use shout to engage. But yeah, like technically I probably don't need to. But it's about the principle. Like, Doom's in, I just use shout to engage. That's it. Now, I could drop down and shout on this guy, but like, what's the point? I would just be isolated and I would die. I mean, I could maybe do it. I'd probably be having my team over here. Yeah, I would shout on my Genji, but he has defense, so I'm not going to do that. drop. Because I need to be holding corners. Holding corners is very important on tanks. And using your cooldowns effectively is how you actually hold corners well. Okay, I'm going to use shout to live because I'm low HP. Yeah, it's like nothing crazy, but I just use shout so I don't die. Now I'm going to hold the objective, stop them pushing it. I gave him punch, I think. I'm not doing anything crazy. I'm just holding the corner. And holding corners is a very large tank fundamental. Okay, I'm going to use shout to get away from the dude. Now I'm kind of in a really bad spot, so I'm probably dead. I'm probably dead, but maybe I can get picked. Unlucky.
Thanks.
I think I shouldn't have pushed in until they maybe used to cooldown to get out. I should have just kept shooting Doom until he had no block or something. Like I'm not playing any different. I'm just holding corners, and then when I see an opportunity to go in, then I go in, and if I need to get out, then I get out. I use shout, so I don't let people die, and then I just push in. There we go. It's like I see Genji's going in, so I'm just gonna use my shout to go in on him because he used cooldown. Because he used a cooldown. Now I want to demonstrate what I'm talking about here, so I can just go in, use like all my cooldowns. And then I can ult and miss because I suck. But like now I push out again to go in. And because I suck at the game, I'm missing all my shots. That was really bad. Yeah, but like now that I've got my shout, I have to play a little safer. And now with my shout back, I can go back in on someone. But I've got no shout, and I don't want to be like too isolated, so I'm just gonna play a little careful. I'm going to take this high ground, because I don't want to give him the high ground. Oh, I hit deflect. Boom. I know he's got my cooldown, so I'm just going to walk in. Why? Because I'm not going to shout, it's fine. How can they kill me if I've got 725 health? They can't. It's not possible. Now, I don't want to be like all the way down there, because it's too far. So I'm just going to hold my sort of corner. Some damage. I see Wuyang has used his dash. Wow, he's really now. Okay, well I didn't expect the Wuyang to use it on himself. So that's unlucky. Like sometimes you're just gonna get shitted out. That's alright. I don't think. I mean, we have window, but that's not gonna help us touch. So I think it's good. Maybe I could use shout to touch, but then I wouldn't have had shout to actually fight on the payload, so I don't think it would have been a good idea. I'm gonna hold the corner, and then I can smash out scout if I need to. Yeah. Just get out. Well, I'm out. Now, well, my team, they should just TP back, that's okay. Not too worried about my teammates. Nothing. I have shouts, I'm not too worried about playing anywhere, because I know I can just live for free. Yeah, Wuyang, full stack cooldown, so now when the Wuyang has no dash, I might actually have to go for a kill hit. Okay, I try to go in, get forced out, boom, I walk out, and I'm fine. I'll take this. I'll watch it. I tried, see, once I had no shout, I tried to use cover to live, but the Freya just pushed forward so far, so I couldn't use cover. So unfortunate. I'm going to use shout to get out of spawn, or else I'm not going to be able to anyway. Unfortunate. I think I definitely could be playing better. Could be hitting probably more shots and just not engaging as hard.
Switching sides.
So often. Because it's getting me killed. I've gone, like, all 3 times I've gone in, I've just gone in too hard. So I just need to be a little more aware of when I need to disengage. That's it, really. Other than that, I'm playing okay. And like, yeah, again, like it's Watch for Gibraltar. Like, this is not the easiest map for me.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attack.
be a bit of a push the payload game here. Yeah, it's gonna be a bit of push the payload and like try not to die along the way. I got stuck in the doorway there. The Genji, I'm no carnage. I looked for I can't there. Well, I used shout to go in, and then once my shot runs out, I backed up because I didn't want to die. Got the right maybe. Anyone here? No, that's fine. So I can walk in, don't shout, I'm good. What's he gonna do? Nothing. Disengage. So yeah, that's the mistake I was making. I just wasn't disengaging once I ran out of shout. No one. Also, I don't feel like I got that. Out. Kinda hard. I see you if I go for her. I should have touched the player. Yeah, I gotta be careful. I'm low. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna go on the high ground actually because my team doesn't seem to be actually like doing anything, so I need to make the moves myself. Have to make space myself. I'm gonna shout just to confirm the kill. Now I'm gonna drop away from my axe because I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna go to cover. Push in. I have my shout, but it's fine. I'm gonna get healed, walk out. Now I'm just gonna push 6 because he's on his own. It's like, what's he actually gonna do? Cool. Okay, I'm painting enough. Yeah, so I just needed to actually take some space, some high ground, so we don't just get fucked. Now I'm gonna take space, I'm gonna go up top. Why? Well, I have shout, and I can just live. Great. I'm gonna shout on Genji, he's killable. And then when I don't have shout, I want to make sure I play safe enough to live. Not like not passive, so I'm not doing anything, but safe enough to live. I'm gonna ult early, I think I'll walk in. Okay, I have no shout, I just have to play corners a bit safer. I mean, hitting fire with knife is not possible, but I'm just gonna walk forward, take space, because that's what you need to do as tank. You gotta take space. So like, this is probably as far as I'm gonna go, because that's a long hallway down there, so I can't actually do much if I get pushed. Can you see there? I was able to use my shout to disengage, so I did that. Genji's no deep leg, so I'm probably gonna push him. I'm gonna go to the Juno because she's out of position, isolated. Well, like she's not out of position, but she's just isolated. So it's easy to just push that with shout. Again, I'm gonna push forward, take space. You should always be aiming to take some form of space as tank. There's Genji. Now I'm gonna push him. He has no cooldown, so I can just go and get him. And then when my shot runs out, I'm safe behind cover. I can still open this. No block, I go in. Down to live. And then because we have cold, this is like a special exception where I can go in without shout because we haven't won. And I'm not gonna die. Push forward, take space. And now I'm gonna go soft choke. Okay, who is killable? Freya's killable. Now I'm gonna have to him because it is killable. I have no shout, but no, that's fine. I'm stuck, I can't move. Again, like, no shout, but it's fine, because, like, I'm not really killable. Plus, I kind of have to play it anyway to live. Alright, he's seen that. Oh, even if you didn't see 9, I would have used Shout to go on either Juno or the Doom, depending on how low they were, and who is more killable.
3.
So like you can see, most like nearly all of my shouts have like a purpose. I think that's the best way I can explain how to use it. The knife and the carnage you can kind of just throw out, you know, try and get some value, just, you know, get some damage, you know, it's like whatever, right? But shout, you have to have intention. Oh, okay, I'm gonna use shout to go in on this Anna because she has no sleep. Oh, I'm gonna use shout to disengage because I've gone in too far. Oh, I'm gonna use shout to help my Ash because she's getting pushed. Like there has to be intention with the shout. I think. Which one do I want? If they keep the same comp, I might go the Carnage perk. Because like hitting these guys with knife is gonna be pretty difficult. Well, I'll see who they're playing, then I'll pick my perk. Yeah, I'm probably gonna go for this because it's super hard to hit these guys with knife. Okay, that's really good. Another thing is when you have a player advantage, you really should just go in as much as possible. Like you should be going in as much as possible to try and get value. Do you? And then I'm gonna go for Wu Yang. Now I don't mind going in because I'm not killable. Like they can't kill me. There's no way they can. No way. Wu Yang and Juno. There's literally no way they think. But now that I've got no shout, I'm gonna play corners. I'm gonna play safe. I'm not gonna act in. Stupid. I'm gonna use shout to actually disengage this time because I don't want to die. Yeah, I'm gonna go for it. Killable. Actually in the back. Cool. Now I'm gonna go take more space. Let's go. Where do I want to go? Probably on top of the ship. That's like the best space to hold on this map. And I've got shout, so I know I can play a little bit aggressive. Maybe I want to help my Moira. Now I would push that, but that's going too far away to go for a kill, and I'm not actually going to be able to manage it. Okay. I don't want to drop yet. I'm gonna drop now. Yeah, I know Doom can go up top, but it doesn't really matter because now I can just force that hit support. I need to reload. Playing corners, make sure I'm not gonna die. I think I'm gonna get frozen. Okay, no cooldown. Push. That is the perfect example. The guy has no cooldown, so I'm just gonna walk in on him. Oh my goodness, I'm hitting some insane nuts today. I'm cracked. Alright, I've got shout. I can permit myself to push off, get a little bit aggressive, maybe try and get a kill. If not, it's okay. I'm not gonna cry. A good thing is like don't get your shout forced out if you're playing too aggressive. You want to play aggressive on your turn and then shout. Like I'm playing pretty aggressive, but I'm not like easy now. I'm gonna hold these guys to stop them from helping shot. And then now that I've got shout again, I'm just gonna walk forward onto the position right. So I might best get that. Fuck! Oh, that's so annoying. I was so close to killing it there. Okay, this is a bit risky, but I'm gonna play close. Have shout this time. Okay, I'm just gonna bait the Genji onto me here. Ah, it's fine. I mean, like, Diavolt, you know, we don't. Like, that's completely fine. So yeah, go down. I'm constantly in a position to use my shout if I can. I'm never, like, playing so far back to where, like, if I do see an opportunity to shout, I can't. No, I'm always playing on a corner, on an angle, where if I see something, like no cooldowns or someone's low, I'm just gonna go on that. Boom. And I'm 43 and 3. I mean, holy fuck. Like, if I'm doing this on Gibraltar, where it's way harder for ground tanks to play, imagine what you could do on maybe a flatter map, you know? Where there's less to worry about. I don't really know what fight to go
I
for.
wouldn't
Because,
mind
like,
stealing a spaceship.
it's hard to
You
hit
hear
these
what they
guys
make
in the air.
satellites out of these days?
But, like, I can't really, like, axe them either.
Have I seen you before?
It's possible. I've passed through Junker
Yeah, I
Town
don't
once or
know.
twice.
You're the one who kicked Redhead in the wicker basket.
He started it.
I literally don't even know, bro. And, like, this game, I haven't used my shout a lot, specifically to, like, help my teammates engage. I've mainly just used it for me. And that's how you use this cooldown, if you use it for you. Because it gives you the most amount of benefit.
2, 1.
Alright, let's see what I can do. I can hero widow. Like, no deflect in the cooldown. But that doesn't mean I'm gonna go in. I can't really do anything about that. I have a widow as well. I want to try and get on the widow if I can. I don't mind letting them just take spaces because I mean, we have a bunch of time. Okay. Like, I'm playing aggressive, but it's not like so far in where I'm gonna die because I've got my shout, so it's fine. I'm able to play this close to them because I've got shout. I have that like emergency like exit button, which I can just press to get out if I want. But I save it because I'm waiting for an opportunity, and then when I see an opportunity open up, boom, I take it. I mean, it's fine. And yeah, like I know this isn't really like a video about the other two cooldowns, but like use the other two cooldowns like as much as possible. I'm fine. I don't need shout. I don't need shout. I'm fine. Maybe I might need shout. I'm here for Tonic, because she has my bubble. I'm not doing anything crazy. I'm holding corners, shooting. And then now that he's got no TDs, now I push. No TDs, I push. That's it. That's simple. I save mine, try and force up theirs, and then if I can't, I walk back, I give space, and then I try again. Keep visiting! Okay, maybe I should have chosen the gun. Oh wow. I'm gonna try a new shout to get out. That was pretty stupid. But actually, it's kind of let you walk in. I could. Alright, hold on. Alright. I have no shout, I gotta play a little safe. And miss every shot, of course, because that is what you do. Wu Yang, no dash. Going for Wu Yang. I can't really go for him, so I'm just gonna go for Zarya. Okay. No dash. I'll just go for you. Let's go. Boom. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you use shout. If you can use shout correctly, you're going to get a lot of value because it's going to help you keep yourself alive, but more importantly, it's going to allow you to actually get aggressive and get kills, which is how you're going to win games. And if you want more coaching, like literally personal coaching, where like, I'll literally watch your game, I'll tell you what mistakes you're making, and then tell you how to improve, and you want to rank up. Check out the top link in the description. Because like honestly, I think my community, Elevate Academy, is really good. Because not only is there going to be courses for every hero, which I'm going to be making over the coming months. You know, it's going to take a while. But you're also going to get access to a community of players who are joining for the same reason that you are, because they want to rank up, because they want to take Overwatch seriously, because they want to just have fun on the journey of climbing, of improving, of ranking up. But you'll also get access to weekly community calls where I'm just gonna chill in a call and you know, we can talk, you can join, we can go over VODs, live coaching, whatever, right? You get access to me through DMs on School, the website my community is hosted on, and Discord, and you're gonna get access to all of the past calls / VOD recordings that I've done. Yeah, I just think it's gonna be a really good place to be in the future. I've got a survey. Anyway, that's it for me. Catch you guys in the next video. I hope this helped. And let me know what hero you want me to make a video on next, or what topic, whether it's Overwatch or IRL. And I'll catch you guys later. Peace.